Good afternoon everybody, this is Social Media Netiquette Part 2. This section is particularly about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional networking site, and you might have noticed I haven't used the word social in there. It's not really a social networking site. This site is really about creating business contacts to build a business, or get involved with businesses that require you as an employee to build your career. When I first joined about 5 years ago, I found it very stiff-collared, very starchy, very distant and difficult to progress in. And that was purely because I didn't know the right ways to go about building a contact base on LinkedIn. First rule: do not allow LinkedIn to import your email database as a one into LinkedIn to send out invitations. LinkedIn has a very well-known rule, but it's very little known to the people who first join the site. This rule is called the I don't know rule, and if you get 5 I don't knows on invitations, your account will be restricted. And it never fails to amaze me how people who've corresponded with you in the past by sending you an email forget that you ever existed. So when you send invitations on LinkedIn, you have to make sure that the person is ready for it. So there are 3 key ways of doing it. Send them to people you know very, very well. Warm the invitation up first so that you get agreement on another platform that they're happy to accept the invitation. Or personalise the invitation so they know how they know you, so that they will be happy to accept your invitation. But please don't be put off. LinkedIn is a fantastic site to use with many tools on the site. Shown on the screen now is the LinkedIn Learning Center. That can be accessed by your normal page, and you just click on More and then Learning Center, and up it comes. Next is the LinkedIn Help Center, found from the bottom left hand button on your LinkedIn screen, which you can type anything into this. So if you just type in email, for instance, and click search, up will come a whole load of suggested answers. If you'd like to add another email address, always a good idea. It tells you how to do it, why you should do it, learn why you should use a secondary email address. One of the biggest problems with LinkedIn is why people have more than one account, and that's because they don't know if they accept a LinkedIn invitation from an email not associated with an account. LinkedIn will automatically create a second account. Another super resource on LinkedIn is groups. There are literally hundreds of thousands of groups on LinkedIn. You can use the search tab at the top to search for anything you like. So whether Netiquette will come up on here, let's give it a try. I don't know. Yep, there you go. There are even groups about Netiquette already on LinkedIn. After you've found the right group, you simply apply to the group to actually be included. You may need to chase, as some of the people are not actively participating in managing their groups. When you're on a group and you decide to post in a group, don't post spam. Post something that you think other people in that particular group will be interested to hear about. Comment on other people's discussions, and at all times, as with Twitter, use your manners. Say please, say thank you, and let people know that you respect them. Try and steer clear of politics, religion, race, and all other things that people get upset about. Humour is always appreciated, but make sure that the humour can't be taken in more than one way. There are 2 types of group on LinkedIn. There are closed groups and open groups. Open groups will be found through the search engines, and closed groups, whilst you will see all the feeds from the people in the groups, nobody else outside of the group will be able to see those feeds. If you want to let people know what you're doing, the easiest way to do that is to use the status bar, which is here. You go to your home page or your profile page, and you can share an update about what you're doing. There is the ability to push things from LinkedIn to Twitter, but you can't put your Twitter feeds from Twitter onto LinkedIn. The communication has been cut. One of the best ways of actually getting to know people, apart from the groups, is the questions and answers, which has been taken off the front line of LinkedIn profile, but can be found under More here. If you answer, you're quite likely to get a thank you from the people who are the most respectful on the site. If you do get a thank you for your answer, it may well be that you can open the door to get them to communicate with you. And once that communication has started, there's also obviously the possibility to create a connection. The keywords on LinkedIn are respect, care, help, pay it forward, trust and frequency. If you're not on the site on a regular basis, people won't get to know of you and what you do. You need to be frequently on the site to get the best use of the site.